I just had this aha. I was just saw someone walk past me that I've been talking to for forever. And I was thinking about how much time we all waste talking. We all do it, right? We all spend so much time talking and thinking and the same banter in our head. I just need to start. I just need to do this. I just need to do that. Well, what about this? Well, what about that? If you rip all that off, if you rip off the Band-Aid and replace the thinking and the talking with action, even if you're not taking the right action, you're still making progress. You're still going to move yourself closer to your goal. And as someone who is an overthinker, I know it's such a waste of energy. I've spent so much time throughout my life overthinking, over analyzing, over planning, over trying to calculate, over mapping it out. The control freak in me, right? I use that kind of as I'm a control freak. I'm a planner. You know what? I just had this aha that all of that, it's not planning. It is not overthinking. It's not being thoughtful. It's not being introspective. It's a form of procrastination. It's a form of fear. It's a form of, I'll get to it someday. I'll be ready. And I just was thinking about how we all have goals. All of our goals look different. None of us in here have the same goals because we're all unique individuals, but we all have goals. And more than likely those goals are to improve ourselves, right? Inside, outside, the whole package, our lives, our finances, our relationships with ourselves, our relationships with our body talk, all of that. We all want to improve it. But my question for you today is, how much time are you spending thinking about it versus how much time are you actually spending taking action to make a difference? Drinking your water, moving your body, pushing play, using your containers, drinking your shake, reading something that will fill you up versus watching some trashy TV. I'm not telling you to get rid of all of your guilty pleasures, right? Because life is meant to be lived and we should have fun. We should reward ourselves. That's not at all what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that if you are not where you want to be, if you aren't getting the results you want to get, take a hard look at yourself and ask yourself, am I doing what I need to do, or am I waiting? Am I fearful? Am I looking for excuses? Am I putting it off for tomorrow because circumstances aren't perfect today? Well, here's a newsflash for you. And it took me a really long time to figure this out. It's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be an excuse. You're always going to be tired if you're mom. You're always going to not be sleeping great. You're always going to have this to do. You're always going to have a to-do list. You're going to be tired. It's going to hurt. There's so many excuses, and you have to get to a point where if you want to live your best, most amazing, most rock starish life, you have to shelf the excuses. You have to stop talking and thinking and wishing and start freaking acting. I tell you this because I love you and because I want you to have amazing transformations, and I want you to rock your lives, and I want you to feel good at the end of your day. I want you to approach summer and be not hiding in your bathing suit, to not be wearing a t-shirt over it, to not be avoiding the pool, to not be hiding out of every single picture as a family, because I did that for years. I did that, and it sucks. And it's a waste of energy, and it's not going to get you any closer to your goals. What will get you closer to your goals, it's not popping pills. It's not strictly limiting your calories. It's not freaking talking to your friends about it all day. It's action. So take action. You have a plan. If you're in this group, you have a plan. You have free access to Beachbody On Demand. You have access to me. You have access to freaking YouTube. There's no excuses. If you want a transformation, if you want to change your life, if you want to get better at being you, it starts with you. I can't make it happen for you. You have to decide, you have to commit, you have to believe you're worth it, and you have to show up and do the work because you know that you're freaking worth it. So, anyways, I love you all. Sorry. But I was just thinking about that it makes me sad. It makes me sad and it frustrates me because I have the same conversation day in, day out with people who don't believe in themselves, and they don't believe they're worth it. They don't believe they're worth the investment. They don't believe they have the time. They don't believe blah, blah, blah. They don't believe, which is why they don't ever get their transformation. When I finally decided I was worth it, when I finally decided I was tired of my own bullshit excuses, when I finally decided that it wasn't about me, I had to reframe it. As a mom, it wasn't about me. It was about my kids. It was about raising two strong women who weren't focused on a scale, who weren't focused on their body image, who weren't focused on what they were eating, who weren't focused on being skinny enough or strong enough or pretty enough or made up enough. I wanted to raise two rock star girls that were going to go out and they were just going to execute their life. They were going to dominate. They were going to be amazing. They were going to be powerful. They were going to be strong. They were going to be fearless. And in order to raise that, I had to start pretending to be that. And when you start pretending and start taking action and start moving, just moving. I didn't even know what my goal was when I first started, but I just freaking started. And when I did that, somewhere along the way, it became habit. And then it became real. And then I started to change. And then I started to believe. And then it became easier. And then I started to love it. And then I started to thrive on it. And then I started to crave it. And then I started to share it with you. And here we are, all these years in, and my life is nothing like I imagined back then. It's nothing that I expected, but it's good. It's not perfect, but it is good. And I'm a work in progress, and I show up every single day, even on the hard days. My life isn't easier than yours. My life is different than yours, right? We're all different. We all have different things happening, but I show up every single day, even on the days I don't want to, even on the days it's hard, even on the days it's just not convenient. I am a priority, and I make it happen. So that's my challenge for you today. If you have been spending all your time thinking and talking and planning, stop. Start acting right now. Start acting. Drink your water. Move your body. Tell yourself you can. Write your affirmations. Say them out loud. Push freaking play. If you have Shakeology, blend that shit up. If you don't like the way it tastes, let me know. Let's get a better recipe. If you want to get Shakeology, if you want to get a program, let's have a conversation. Let's figure it out. Let's make it happen. Nothing is impossible. The word impossible has possible in it. So if you want life change, if you want to rock your life, if you are better than where you are currently, no one can change it except for you, and you have to freaking believe. And if you don't believe but you want to, well, then you just start faking it. You start saying your affirmations, you start taking daily actions, and you rock your life. You are the driver of your bus, and nobody else can make it happen. So stop looking for excuses. Stop looking for perfection. Stop looking for everything to line up, because that's not this life. And if you wait too long, you'll miss out. So I don't want you to miss out. I want you to rock your freaking life. Summer is coming. Let's do this. Let me know if you need anything. But believe in you, because you're worth it.